Oh, right. I was going TikTok, TikTok. Hey, everyone. Hi, beautiful. And today is Chime In Tuesday. And you know what that means? That means you need to chime in on what we're going to say. So I know that maybe some of you did not see my post from the other day, but
yesterday.
Yes, and it kind of stirred
the pot.
Me stir the pot. I'm just being the change. And but we were talking about conversations and people. I'm saying, are you getting up in the morning and the first thing you're doing is grabbing a device and that is who you're talking to? Or are you looking over at someone and you're saying good morning?
And the reason we're talking about this more was because of the chatter and the banter and the back and the forth. Jay sort of expected it. He said he thought it was going to be 50-50. But I guess it was a little more heated, maybe, than expected. So we just thought I wanted to chat about that a little more today. And I wanted to hear more from you. And these are tough conversations. And sometimes it stirs us and gets us riled up and upset because actually it's the truth.
Yeah, and
it exposes something that we might not be too happy about in ourselves.
And the thing is that you can't always. So here it is. We can't change what the societal platform is. I mean, it is
like technology.
No, I mean, it is what it is, and I'm not saying, oh no, you gotta kicking and screaming, dragging the way that you. It is what it is. But you have a choice in how you conduct yourself and navigate through these waters.
So I wanted to just share a little bit of a story, not a little bit, share a story, a short story about the impact. That's not nice.
Oh, it's true. I want to hear a story.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Story time!
It took a lot of convincing. So there was someone. Oh, got something in my lipstick.
It's her lips.
I was doing some work at a company last summer, and there were some students who were there for the summer. And before they went back to school, I wanted to just do a workshop with them to help them advance a little bit more in terms of writing resumes, getting prepped for job interviews, what employers are looking for, and how just really help advance them a little bit in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the students at the end of the session said that he really struggled with phone interviews. And that's a common way of, after you apply, get a phone call, chat for 20 minutes, just to try to talk through stuff, right?
Because you got to talk, right?
And I said, oh, no problem. Let's talk through how you can get better at those. And I started by saying, so when you talk to your friends on the phone, and I was going to carry on. But I stopped because as soon as I said, when you talk to your friends on the phone, he was like, huh? And I was like, oh, you don't? And he's like, I don't talk to my friends on the phone. And so
we use a little ghost. Or we use our fingers to talk.
And so that really struck me. So that's what that's an extreme, but that's what we run the risk of creating.
I know the heels of this story, and another very true story. So I was speaking with some younger people, and we were discussing about when you are going to be late showing up for work. You're going to show up for work late. I'm like, so you're going to be late. What's the first thing you do? And they say, well, I'll just show up. And I'm like, you're just going to show up? And they're like, well, yeah, I'll explain when I get there. And I'm like, okay, so that option's not available. So what are you going to do next? And they're like, well, I would just text my boss. You would text your boss or you would explain when you show up. And I'm like, do you own a phone? And they're like, well, yes. Would it not make sense to pick up the phone and actually call and say, by the way, I'm going to be late? Shockingly, no, that didn't come up. It was, I'll either show up, like, anyway,
I think, yeah, and I think this speaks to
another level.
Another topic. But all these topics
Right.
relate to something else anyway.
Anyway, what we're trying to get at is really, at the end of the day, is how are you communicating? And because it is super important that we do kind of keep that lines of communication going, but you
Not
have
kind of. We do.
Well, we
do.
do. Okay.
That we do keep it open. Yeah.
Thank you for correcting me. But what I'm trying to get at is your device, your laptop. It has a purpose, but are you overusing that purpose to either become lazy or it's just quicker, which I guess is laziness? Or is it that you're becoming so like in your own bubble
It disconnects you.
that you're disconnecting? But you say you're connected, but you're actually disconnected.
And then, so I won't spit out the exact stat, because if I'm honest, the exact stat eludes me at this moment. But there's been a lot of research on the number of people who spend time scrolling through Facebook or other social media,
Instagram,
and communicating
blah, blah, blah.
with their fingers, communicating via, this is supposed to be a social network, and rates of depression. It's not what connects us. It's actually not what connects us on a human level that creates a sense of meaning and belongingness and togetherness.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's like,
that's the science geek in me coming.
You can use this, but use it, I guess, properly, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
That's a whole other conversation.
And I guess that's a whole other
Well, it's just an interesting one, because what's properly? And I don't think we really know.
I think at the end of the day is that you always have a choice.
Yeah.
And for me, I'd rather sit down, have a coffee, and be with someone rather than be going over a Zoom, or heaven forbid, where now all I do is text. It's like someone said, oh, I'm going to drink.
I think it's
good. But what I'm saying is, someone said that I haven't seen someone in a long time, but I speak to them all the time. And my first reaction was, oh, that you've actually spoke to them on the phone. And they're like, no, we text. And I'm like, but it's not really talking. And they're like, that's talking. Maybe I'm showing my age. Maybe I'm old school. But I still think actually hearing someone's voice and actually physically see them actually trumps all the other stages of the things that is part of the landscape right now. Correct?
And the science that backs it all up. We're fucking ourselves up.
F-bomb just dropped right here. First time ever on Chime In Tuesday. Did you hear that? You may want to hit rewind. This could be a GIF of Louise swearing on a GIF.
Exaggerating a little. Exaggerating a
If
little.
you choose
I do like.
If you choose to do that, please send me that GIF. Because I think it would be the funniest thing ever.
Oh. Anyway, let us know your thoughts.
Yeah, come on in. Chime in.
Come in.
And just remember, be in a state of kind, but be the change. All right. You know what to do. Chime in. Link is below. We want to hear from you. All right. Take care, everyone.
Bye, friends. Have
Bye
a great
now.
day.
Bye.